Do you understand why the Democrats are trying to look into the possibility of impeachment, or do you think that they're over their skis? Again, as we sit here today.
Right. I wish that, Speaker Pelosi has held off for so long, and I've applauded her for doing so. I hope that we don't need to impeach this president. I would like to see the president defeated next year, but I would not rather go that direction. I don't want to get into a cycle. I've lived in too many countries where instead of saying when you lose an election, we're going to come back with a better message, get some better messengers, that will just disqualify our opponent once they beat us.
Right.
And that's what I'm afraid we're going to get into, that cycle. And we may be partway into that cycle now. But they're in a tough position, and I understand the inclination to say, we've got our role here. We are a co-equal branch, and if we see behavior that qualifies for impeachment, it's our duty, no matter what the politics are,
right,
to go through with it.
Because the alternative, if you allow the electoral system to be the accountability measure,
right,
then you effectively legitimize the behavior that you consider to be impeachable. If you say, for the sake of process or for the sake of democracy, we're just going to kick this to the voters, don't you?
In some way. I think that that's still outweighed by, we are in a divided country right now.
Sure.
And what impeachment would do, I think it would likely play to the president's benefit, assuming the president is impeached.
That's the argument that his
but not
campaign,
convicted.
Yeah, his argument is Brad Parscale, the head of his campaign, and others around him have said all along, basically, bring it.
Yeah.
You do this, you're going to activate our base. The country is not for impeachment. Right. In fact, there have been polls that have showed that even some Democrats don't think this is the answer.
Right. And I think that his campaign certainly feels that way, and I think it probably would be a boost to him politically.
Right.
I'm not sure he wants that. And there have been signs that just, he doesn't want that moniker later for history, I guess.
Right. First line of his obituary, right?
Yeah. Right. And so I think that troubles him, but not enough to stop some of the behavior that's bringing it on.
Is he the reason you left? Did you leave because of him, or did you leave because of it?
Well, I would have liked to have stayed another term. You work hard to get to the Senate.
Right.
And
one and out is not normally how you do this.
It's a wonderful institution with wonderful people. So I wasn't down on the institution. We have a good system of government here. But for me, what it came down to is I would have had to condone behavior I can't condone, or adopt positions that I simply can't adopt. And the bottom line for me was, I knew that I would have to, because every Senate race is a national race now.
Right.
And in Arizona, the president likes to come to Arizona. I knew that I would have to stand on a campaign stage with the president and be okay when people are shouting, lock her up, or send them back, or be okay when the president was ridiculing my colleagues and friends, or people in my state. And I couldn't do that. I just couldn't do that.
Yeah. So you chose to leave rather than to fight, because that's one way to interpret it. I mean, I'm not suggesting that you fled, but I am suggesting that an alternative path to allowing a bully to bully you is to punch the bully in the nose. Didn't your dad tell you that? My dad told me that. If a bully comes at you, you punch the bully in the nose, and then the bully moves down the line and bullies somebody else.
Well, for that, I don't mind standing up to the president and challenging his positions, but it was never my style and never will be to engage in the type of behavior.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, and that concerns me greatly.